Saws are tools commonly found at mine sites. They come in different sizes and are used in different applications, from cutting wood or metal in the shop to sawing rock in dimension stone operations. Saw guards have dramatically reduced the frequency and severity of horrible lacerations, mangled limbs, and disabling amputations. The best way, of course, for mine operators to determine saw guarding requirements is to perform a hazard analysis and risk assessment. Each case will be different. Let's begin with shop saws. Guards should be used even when push blocks are used to keep hands away from the point of operation and guide stock through the sawing process. The table saw should have a blade guard to cover the unused portion of the blade, and it should automatically coast up and ride on the stock being cut. Also, any exposed portion of the saw blade beneath the table should be guarded. Bandsaw wheels should be fully encased, and an adjustable guard should be provided to prevent contact with the unused portion of the blade. Hoods on radial arm saws enclose the upper portion of the blade, while a blade guard below automatically adjusts to the thickness of the material being cut. Manufacturers provide an adjustable stop to prevent the blade from traveling past the edge of the table. Chop saws are mounted on a pivoted arm and are pulled down in an arc through the stock being cut. They're normally equipped with a hood to cover the upper portion of the blade. Be sure to keep these hoods in place. What about rock saws? This is a small abrasive blade saw. It is used to hand-cut refractories and small pieces of stone. Some blade saws resemble chop saws used in shops, while others have a sliding base in which the rock or brick is held and pushed into a stationary rotating blade. Both styles have hoods that cover the upper portions of the blade. This large table saw handles high production or precision rock sawing. It is remote or computer controlled and can be turned or tilted at almost any angle. The blades on these saws can range from 2 to 12 feet in diameter. The upper portion of the blade needs a hood if miners will be exposed to the spinning blade during operation. Operators should approach the saw only to position rock before sawing it or to remove it when sawing is complete, and never while the blade is in motion. Operators and others are best positioned well away from the point of operation, either at the controls or behind barriers. Area barrier guards can be used to keep persons away. Barriers can be movable, flexible, or collapsible to permit moving rock to and from the table, but they should be obvious, easily placed for cutting operations, and used every time the saw operates. Gantry and cross-travel beams support these saws. These beams usually have racks mounted on them that mesh with a saw-mounted pinion. If the saws are configured like this one with overhead beams, the gear mesh and motor hazards will be guarded by location. The support beams for some saws are low and within easy reach of operators. The saw may be equipped with small gear mesh guards mounted at and traveling with the pinion. Best practice is not to rely on the same type of perimeter area guards that protect miners from saw blade point of operation hazards. Your risk analysis will determine if risk is tolerable.